expert, though, told the BBC making such a phone in the US from all American components would be virtually impossible. So I'm now going to focus on what's happening with oil, and global prices today spiked earlier as conflict between Israel and Iran intensifies. Both sides continue to pound each other with missiles for a fifth consecutive day. Earlier on Monday, prices fell on hopes of a possible truce. However, Brent crude futures and US crude rose sharply. Earlier today, President Trump warning civilians in Tehran to evacuate. Well, let's bring in Cornelia Meyer, who is an independent economist, chief executive of Meyer Resources, but also spends a lot of your time in the Middle East, Cornelia. So looking at oil prices now, they have come down again. We're seeing huge volatility at the moment as people in markets are trying to read the situation.
Yes, Sally. Good morning, Sally. Thank you for having me. Yes, there's huge volatility, as we always have when we have these geopolitical upheavals. This being said, as long as the Strait of Hormuz is kept open, markets are adequately supplied. There is spare capacity. OPEC is unwinding its 2.2 million barrels voluntary cuts quicker than it initially wanted. Is about 1 million barrels a day has already come on the market. Above that, there is others. There are the compulsory production cuts. So there is spare capacity there that can be filled. Cannot come on stream right away in some cases, but if the Strait of Hormuz is open, we should be fine.
Now, Cornelia, you spend a lot of time in the Middle East. You work there quite extensively during the year. How concerned are you about these latest developments?
I'm incredibly concerned because, it's a region that is riddled with conflict. It's also riddled with poverty. You have one beacon of stability that is GCC, the Gulf Cooperation Council, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, etc., UAE, etc. These sort of conflicts are not good, and they're of great concern. One thing that's very good is that you have now, since 2023, Iran and Saudi Arabia can talk again. So there is a line of communication there as well. But everybody in GCC wants this thing to end.
Absolutely. And we shall see what happens in the next 24 hours or so as that national security meeting takes place in the US. Cornelia, thank you so much for joining us and giving us your take on the latest.
Thank you very much.
Around the world and across